What's up and welcome to another episode of Football Everyday, coming to you live and direct from the Stars Studio V here at the One Utama Shopping Centre in PJ. My name is Nelson and joining me today, Mr. Brian Martin. Good to have you back.
Good to be back.
A long while.
Good to be back.
And I'm pleased to welcome a very special guest today, radio and TV personality, Menon. Good to have you with us.
Well,
we wish you could join us more often.
Well, the pressure's already on.
Yeah. Thanks for taking the time to be with us today, I tell you. So Jay, before we get into today's chat, first things first, all right? I've got to ask you, how big a football fan are you and who do you support?
You know, if I could count the amount of times I've been asked that question since I've, hosted 442. Well, I like football, the game.
Right.
I love watching it. I'm not fanatical about any one team. But if someone put a knife to my neck and asked me, who do you support? I'd say the team that you have across your chest there.
Right, football every day is kind of getting a bit...
Getting a bit red-centric.
Yes. Manchester United, they play beautiful football.
Yeah, we have to agree. Great stuff. And also, tell us a little bit more on the projects you're currently working on.
Well, I do radio. That's the thing that actually takes up my time most times. And then I do 442.
Okay.
442 comes on every Tuesday at 9 p.m. on Astro Super Sport, 811. And apart from that, I've been running around doing crazy things. I think emceeing, that's taking up a lot of my time these days. So those are the things that I'm working on right now, but I think quite a few things coming up also. Great
stuff. A little bit more from Jay later on in the show. But moving to the football chat now, Brian. There were no matches last weekend as it's World Cup qualifiers. So let's get a quick word from you on the Alex Ferguson versus Alan Wiley issue. I mean, Rafa Benitez just got away without a punishment, for his glasses and antiques and all.
Yeah, he was certainly warned about his conduct.
Yeah, but do you think Fergie should be punished? Rafa as well, for that matter?
I mean, I think Fergie should be punished, because what he did, he actually cast doubt on Alan Wiley's credibility as a referee. Not so much the fitness, his credibility as a referee. And you have to know that referees these days are pretty much very professional in the sense that the EPL has gotten so big, so to so many countries that referees can't really afford to make mistakes, And I read somewhere that EPL referees actually have to undergo training courses, fitness tests almost every month. They have to prove their fitness to the referees board before actually going on the pitch. So I think Fergie was out of line in making those comments.
Right. I mean, Jade, you tend to agree?
I think more than that is the apology that he actually offered. It was such a half-baked one that, somebody. I think he was out of line. I think he should apologize properly, and I think that he should be punished. Although I did meet the guy a couple of times when he came down here, and he is a very, kind of stable guy, very affable.
Right.
So it would have taken a lot. I guess the draw with Sunderland took that. But that was just being a sore loser.
But hang on. You said you met him.
Yeah, I met him.
Did you actually understood the word he said?
Yeah, well, I struggled a little bit, but I met him about 4 times. So on the second, third time, I could already make
got the Scottish accent.
Yes, I got it. So, yeah.
All right, great stuff. So let's get into this weekend's fixtures, starting with Saturday's early kickoff at Villa Park between Aston Villa and Chelsea. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this one. But Brian, with top 4 ambitions, surely, it's against teams like Chelsea that Villa have to produce the results, right?
I think it's a pretty good time to meet Chelsea actually now. Ancelotti's just had a loss recently 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And Aston Villa are starting to find their feet. They're playing at home, and I think they're actually going to get a result. They may not get a win against Chelsea, but they may actually get a draw.
Right. I mean, Jay, can Villa do it against Chelsea?
Yeah, I would. I support the underdogs at all times, so I would love to see them win.
Quick score prediction then, Brian.
2-2.
2-2. Well, I'm going with a 2-1 actually.
Yeah, me too. 2-1.
Well, I'm going with 2-1 to Aston Villa.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. 2-1.
Right. Nice one, guys. But it is time for our very first break here on Football Everyday. But do stay tuned as we'll be right back with more football chat and banter. So keep it locked on to Football Everyday. Welcome back to Football Everyday here on the second segment of the show. Before this, we were of course talking about the weekend's tasty fixtures, right? But let's branch out a bit to get Jay's general opinion on female football fans in Malaysia, because I think you're our first female football guest on this this season's edition of Football Everyday. Jay, would you say that more girls are becoming interested in football, more to join the bandwagon, or or is there really a genuine interest in football because it's so big nowadays?
It's right through the middle. There's some who love the game, love the rush that men feel when their team win, and all those kind of things. But I would say a bigger majority either follow their boyfriends, and I don't blame them, because when you are spending a lot of time with your man, and he's spending a lot of time watching football, it's hard not to pick it up. Correct. It's hard not to kind of understand the passion. And it's not just, I'm just really watching the football just because I want him to be happy. I would give credit to the ones who actually like it through their boyfriends and love the game, understand the game, and actually, like football genuinely.
Right.
But there are a good number of girls who, also
watch
like
it for the
football.
cute men as well?
Yeah, for the cute men, for the fact that there will be lots of men where they're watching football, and just to kind of seem interesting. Just those kinds. I've also come across those kinds, and you will know in the first 5 minutes of talking with them whether or not they're genuine football fans.
Right. Brian, your take on the Malaysian football fans in general? I know you like them.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I think it's good for the game that there are more and more female fans coming to watching the matches.
Right.
But I've got a question for Jay.
Yep.
If a guy were to approach you, and would he have a better chance if he was a football fan now? Now that you're so much into football?
Well, I love a man who is into sports in general anyways. Okay. Football is just one of them. So if he doesn't like football, it's fine. Okay. But he must like at least one or other sport that I like, and like tennis or anything else. So we can actually watch some sport, and it's not going to be a tussle for the remote. Like, I want to watch a sport channel and you don't want to, that would be a bit of a trouble. So I want him to be kind of right in the middle, like sports at least, for as long as it's not cricket or something like that, where we had to spend hours in front of the TV. But yeah, I'd like him to be athletic and sporty. So.
Okay.
Great stuff, guys. So let's get into our email of the week right now, which comes from Muhammad Zaidi, who's a Liverpool fan. Zaidi thinks Rafa is the main cause behind the Reds' poor results in terms of tactics and selecting the right players. You agree, Brian? I mean, look, Benayoun will score a hat-trick in one game, right? And he will be on the bench the next. So, what's Rafa doing wrong?
I don't know. It's hard to point the finger at Rafa. I think he's got a pretty talented team of footballers he has at his disposal. Last season, you could accuse him of tinkering with the team, because every time he had a match, he sent out a different team. All right. But this season, he's tended to play them more consistently.
Okay.
I guess he's been hampered by the fact that he hasn't been allowed to sign maybe a couple more players that could have strengthened Liverpool. I think they need another striker to complement Fernando Torres, and I think they need another central defender because I think Jamie Carragher has passed it.
Yeah.
How about you, Jay? What do you think?
I think I agree with you, as in I'm glad that he got rid of the rotation policy that was really silly. But he's got a lot to be desired. Something is wrong somewhere. They're not performing well, and he's got to stop playing Lucas. I don't know what is his affliction with that boy, but yeah, he's got to pick better players, and I did hope that he bought better players during the window, but he didn't.
Definitely knows Xabi Alonso, right?
Yeah.
Akulani is in line for his first appearance in Liverpool shirt, but well, Liverpool travelled to Sunderland this weekend, looking to bounce back from their 2-0 loss to Chelsea 2 weeks ago. But Brian, can they come away with 3 points against Steve Bruce's in-form side? I mean, they were pretty close to coming away from Old Trafford with a win. Yeah,
I mean, I thought they were amazing. I mean, before the match, the United match, I told my friends that it's going to be easy 3 points for United, and how wrong I was.
I think all of us predicted that actually.
So I think Steve Bruce has done a fantastic job at Sunderland. Got a great defence. And how about the boy
Kenwyne Jones, right?
Kenwyne Jones. He's going to cause a lot of problems for the Liverpool defence, and I won't be surprised if there's, it could be a draw and a bit of an upset, right? Yeah.
Jay, I mean,
I think it's going to be an upset.
Upset.
I think
upset
it's going to be an upset. Sunderland will, win. I think.
Wow,
But
great stuff.
yeah, I hope they don't, because then Rafa Benitez is really in trouble.
Right.
But I think it's going to be an upset.
That is why, football is so great. But Zaidi, thanks a lot for your winning email, and congratulations, because you picked up a prize courtesy of Adidas for your winning email, and we'll be in touch real soon. Well, guys, if you want to write in just like Zaidi did, right, please drop us a line on Football Everyday at football@thestar.com.my. It is time for our final break here on the show, but we'll be right back with more football chat and banter with Jay as well as Brian. So keep it locked on to Football Everyday.
Get the Star, Malaysia's leading English daily, anytime, anywhere. As the Star moves into the new multimedia frontier, we continue to serve the people in Malaysia and beyond. The Star, the people's paper.
And you're back with us on the last segment of today's edition of Football Everyday, where we'll continue our chat on the weekend's fixtures, starting at Fratton Park, where Harry Redknapp returns with his informed Spurs to face his former team. Brian, Portsmouth finally got their first points of the season against Wolves.
Before I get into Portsmouth, can I just say that for Liverpool fans,
right,
no team has ever lost 4 matches out of the first 8 matches and won the league. It's impossible. No team has ever done that.
Wow.
Okay.
Thanks for making it nice and clear for the Liverpool fans.
All right, but okay, we know Portsmouth defeated Wolves, right?
Yeah.
But surely Spurs are defend opposition, Brian. I mean, what does Paul Hunt need to do to get a result in front of the home
He got a
fans?
result 2 weeks ago. I mean, that was the first win out of what, 8 matches? Was that 8 matches? Spurs, okay, Robbie Keane scored, I think, was it 4 goals 2 weeks ago? So he's finally started to score, finally started to find his scoring boots. Jermaine Defoe, we know what he's all about.
Yep.
And then they've got Peter Crouch, lest we forget. So Spurs, fantastic strike force, but they're very brittle in defense. You know,
Right.
they're likely to score 2 and let in 1 or 4, whatever.
I mean, just to correct you there, Brian. Actually, Keane scored 4 goals the game before that.
The
In
game
the last
before that,
game,
right.
actually, they were held 2-2 at Bolton, I believe. But Jay, can Portsmouth get a result, or
out of respect for Chevy, who's not here?
Okay.
I say, I think Tottenham or Spurs would actually take this one. Although they have a
On
lax
paper,
defense.
on paper,
on
we
paper
would
they
have
should,
said,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it'll be more interesting because you're going to see lots of returns, which is Harry Redknapp, Nico Kranja,
Yeah.
Peter Crouch, Jermaine Defoe. So, Spurs win then,
Spurs.
guys?
Yeah, I would say Spurs win.
All right, and Man United, our team, our team,
Our
Jay
team.
included,
Oh my gosh.
well, they play host to Bolton at Old Trafford at 10 p.m. kickoff. I know what Brian's going to predict, right? So let's ask Jay first. Do you see a home win, away win, or draw in this one?
Sure lah, come on. If they don't win this one, they should really... I don't know. They should win this one.
They should?
They
Comfortably?
Comfortably.
Okay, I mean, I can't leave you out of this, Brian. We know United generally do well against Bolton, right?
Yeah.
So can you see it being any different this time around, or will it be 3 comfortable points for Fergie's men?
Depends. Actually, if you talk about rotation, I think Fergie has tinkered more with his team compared to Rafa this season.
Right.
Okay? I don't know. I have to see the team that Ferguson puts out, and he has kept us guessing. Every team selection this season, he has kept us guessing.
Especially with his midfield, right?
Is he going to start with Valencia in the midfield? Is he going to start with Nani?
Yeah.
There's Giggs, there's Park Ji-sung. Is he going to start with Fletcher, or is he going to start with Scholes?
Right.
You know? So
got
Anderson,
options.
there's Anderson there. So I don't. Depends very much on his team selection. Like you said, Bolton have always been a good team for United because we've tended to get the 3 points.
Yep.
I mean, if you put a gun to my head, I would say United.
Put a gun to your head and say United.
Maybe you don't have to put a gun to my head. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let me get a score prediction from you then, Jay, in this one.
2-0, I would say.
2-0 to United. I got to agree with you. Great stuff, guys. Just before we leave, here's this week's Football Everyday fun fact, which is something on Rafa Benitez. Did you know, guys, that Rafa is married with 2 daughters and they live on Merseyside? But did you also know he has also admitted that he's married to the club and the players? You buy that, Brian?
Well, if Real Madrid lose another match and they come calling for him, I think he's off like a shot. So I don't buy that at all.
Great one, nice
Well,
one.
I'd just be very unhappy if I was his wife and hearing something like that. And you know what life at home will be like then.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Jay, just before we leave, what upcoming projects will you be involved in that your fans can look forward to? Do share with us.
Well, next year is going to be a very big year for football, of course, with the World Cup and all that. So I think they can actually look forward to me doing more football, but this time around on the international front.
Would you be going to South Africa?
Well,
fingers crossed.
Fingers toes, everything is crossing at the moment because it will be lovely. It's not only in Joburg and all, it's all across South Africa, so it's going to be one of those big experience, just traveling about Africa. But I'm not sure about that, but I will definitely be involved in the World Cup presentation from Astro.
So any chance you're going to get Football Every Day to be on 442 sometime?
Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to try. Again, you cross your fingers and toes now.
Yeah. I'll turn across, Brian. Yeah. But thanks a lot for being here today, Jay.
Oh, absolute pleasure.
Pleasure having you. Hope to see you again soon. Brian, pleasure as always as well. Till next week, Nelson here saying ciao from Football Every Day and enjoy your football.